Welcome back, viewers. In today's video, we are going to check out the Manjaro Gnome desktop. So the latest release of Manjaro is 22.1.3 Sicaris. It is called Sicaris, and we are going to test the Gnome desktop with MS-DOS partitions, BTRFS file system, swap to Hibernate option, and the FreeOffice suite. So during the installation, Manjaro installer will offer you option of either installing the FreeOffice or installing the LibreOffice. So we have chosen to install the FreeOffice suite. So let us start. This is the login screen of Manjaro Gnome desktop. You can see it here. The sessions available are Wayland and the Gnome Classic. At the top, you have got the network manager. The power modes are there. There will be two power modes, power saver and balance. Nightlight is there, dark mode is there, and the power menu is there, and the simple volume control slider is there. So let us dive into the desktop. So this is the desktop Manjaro. Gnome wallpaper looks similar to what they offer in Fedora. You can see here the design language is similar to what is offered in Fedora for the wallpaper. You have got a dock at bottom. Here are the applications that are available. The file manager is there. Firefox is the default web browser. Gedit is there. Gterminal is there. The software manager is there, and the Manjaro Hello is there. At the top, you have got the activities bar. At center, you have got the notifications area, calendar, weather, events. On the right side, you have got this power menu, network managers, power modes, volume control, and this is the package manager. So you will get alerts about impending updates whenever they are available. You will see a notification here. Now what we will do is, first let us check out the Manjaro Hello. What has changed? So if you remember, last year we had done the review of few of the desktops from Manjaro. I think it was XFC and KD desktop that we checked. So Gnome was left over, so I thought maybe we will go with the Gnome desktop. So the Manjaro Hello consists of documentation, so README, release info, wiki, and applications. Then in support, you have got the link to forums, software, mailing list, Gnome layout switcher. Then you have got the links for the project, get involved, development, donate, and the Gnome 2. At the bottom, you can change the language, and these are the links to the Gnome Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, and the Reddit Reddit groups for Manjaro, official groups for Manjaro. And you can select whether to start the Manjaro Hello every time at booting, or you can just switch it off. Now first thing what we will do is, let us check out the Manjaro Gnome config tool. So there are some 4 layouts possible. The default is the Manjaro layout. This is the Manjaro layout what you are seeing. Now let us go over to the Gnome layout. You have to just apply it. So you did not restart the desktop. It will be applied soon. Just wait for the application. Should get applied soon. Then you have got the reload desktop and you have got the Gnome. So right now we are switched to the traditional one, and the Gnome layout is at the bottom. So this is the pure Gnome layout that is available from the Gnome organization. So what is happening is not getting applied. So what we will do, we can just restart and then we will check. Quick restart is good. So it is not getting applied. Let us again try out the Gnome switcher. Just try this. What happens? Let's see. Yes, now it is getting applied. You can see it here. So in this layout, it is more traditional Windows-like layout. You can see here. Windows or even Budgie-like layout. Budgie also has similar layout. If you pull the panel at the bottom, you will get similar layout. So this is more like a Budgie, or we can say similar to Windows, but more like a Budgie desktop. Then we can have this material shell. So we just apply. Okay. So you can see here the material shell has been applied. We'll just here you can see. So the panel has come at the left side. Here you can search the applications. You can, using the plus sign, you can type to search, and you can type and search here also. So there are two ways, either to search from the center, or you can say search it from the panel itself. You can see here the package manager is there, the night mode is there, network manager, the volume control is there, the power menu is there, and the notifications are there. So it is also good. If you are comfortable with this, you can use this. If you are not comfortable, you can change the layout. So we have seen the Manjaro traditional. This was the material shell. Now we will check the pure Gnome desktop. So here you can see this will be the pure Gnome. Just wait for the desktop to get applied, or maybe we require to restart. Let us see. What we can do is, let us restart. Restart is better. Will just take few seconds to restart. Now let us see if the desktop gets applied or not. Yes, so it is getting applied. You can see it here. This is the pure Gnome desktop. Now what we will do is, we will just return back to the Manjaro desktop. So this was installed. So we are now returned to the Manjaro layout, and now we will continue with the review. So you will of course get the latest Firefox, the latest gedit files. So Manjaro normally is just maybe just a few minor versions behind the Arch, because what happens is, to help with the stability, to increase the stability, Manjaro developers sometimes hold back some application packages. So they will not release it before it is thoroughly tested. So it happens that some of the application packages, some of the system packages might be little older than the Arch, but more or less it is quite current packages are there in Manjaro, and Manjaro is known for the stability. So the user opinion is divided. Some users think that Manjaro holds back the packages unnecessary. Other users think that it is good for the stability, and they should hold back if the developers think that the package is still not stable and it can cause problems. So it is totally divided. You might fall in any of the two branches or the two groups, whatever, that is your perspective. So if you are good with stability, if you want stability, you can stick with Manjaro. And if you just want bleeding edge novelty in your desktop, then you can directly install Arch. So I have shown you how to install Arch using Calamars installer. That is the ALSI method of Arco Linux. You can install Artix Linux. You can go with Endeavor. You can even go with Garuda Linux. Garuda Linux is also friendly. Installation is available with the Calamars installer. Now let us open the software manager or the software store. So the PAMAC is there. So PAMAC is developed You can see it here. PAMAC is developed by Manjaro itself, and it is available in all the Arch-based Linux distributions. So the version is 10.5.1-1. So I used PAMAC. It's quite good. Nothing to worry. You can be assured that it will be a fuss-free experience for you, and it handles the dependencies quite good. But sometimes there is some issue with the dependencies because the dependencies are sometimes hard-coded, so you cannot break the dependencies. And once in a year, there might be a problem with the PAMAC. Otherwise, it's quite mature and stable application. Now we will go ahead. Gear is there, so they are not giving you either Thunderbird or Evolution. They are keeping with Geary. Geary is a more lighter email client. Then in accessories section, you can see here the icon browser is there. What is Fragments? Let us check out what is Fragments. Okay, so Fragments is nothing but a torrent, BitTorrent downloader. So just like the transmission, uh, it is a BitTorrent downloader, and this Manjaro developers have preferred to include fragments instead of transmission, because most of the Linux distributions will include transmission, but Manjaro developers have gone with fragments. And this is the weather app. Quantum manager has been given, so you can readily style your desktop to your choice. The Gnome logs are there, help is there, tweaks is there. Let us open the tweaks. Let us see what is there. So in the appearance section, you can see here the cursor. So this all Bibata family of cursors are there. Let us see. And Papyrus is also there. So Bibata and Papyrus are available. Then in icons, let us see. Icons also Bibata and Papyrus are there. Okay, so in cursors only Advaita and Bibata is there. In icons, it is Bibata and Papyrus. Okay. And the legacy applications, Advaita Dark is used for the legacy application icons. Sound is default. There is no shell applied. You can see it here. So I will not go in other details like the settings manager. It's all common. So I will just touch what is different. So we will now check the dynamic wallpaper. So there is an option to have a light wallpaper or a dark wallpaper. So we can, let us try to create a dark wallpaper, because anyway this right now it is dark thing. So you have to select the wallpaper, and the wallpaper is not there. So what you have to do is you have to download the wallpapers, and then you can select the wallpaper from the folder where you keep the downloaded wallpapers. So that way it is working. So it is not like variety where it will fetch the wallpapers from some of the websites like Google Earth or Unsplash and other things, but it will just select the wallpapers from the folder where you have kept the extra wallpapers. It is a restricted we can say usage. It offers restricted feature. Now let us see what is gradients. Okay, so gradients is used to change the look of Advaita with ease. Let us see what happens. So the version is 0.4.1. Warning: changing the color scheme can negatively affect contrast and reliability. Proceed with caution. Please do not report theming related issues to app developers, and understand the consequences. Let us customize the Advaita theme. So legacy app theming, if you want, you can switch it on. You can also do the entire system configuration theming. Now you have to install the themes. Let us see. Let's start using gradients. So themes have been installed. So here you can change the color. So for example, right now the standalone color is green. You can change it to, let us go for the orange one. Let us see what happens. You can see it here. The color has changed now. Background color also we go with orange only. Let us see what happens. So here you can see the background color has changed. Then you can also change the foreground color. And what is this? Monet So Monet engine. So Monet is an engine that generates a material design 3 palette from an image color. So that also you can do. You can apply the Monet. You have to first select the wallpaper. So you can choose the wallpaper. Just go select. There is the user and share, and there should be wallpaper. Yes, backgrounds is there. Gnome. So let us do anything. Let us use the Advaita web page. Let us open the Advaita. So you can see here it is applying the Monet engine is applying the gradient, and it is generating a material design 3 palette. So what happens is it will generate a 3 palette from the wallpaper color. So whatever the wallpaper colors are there, so it is generating a color that is matching the wallpaper. You can see this color is getting, you can see it here. So this 6 colors have been generated auto from the theme or the Advaita theme that we have selected. So you can select any theme and then it will generate the colors. So this will be the accent colors that will be automatically generated by the Monet engine, and then it will apply it to your desktop. And there are some advanced settings. You can also use the Firefox Gnome theme. Then you can choose the custom CSS. So custom CSS option is there in, if you remember my videos, it is there in the OpenSUSE. In OpenSUSE, you can change the custom CSS. Even the installer custom CSS can be changed. So it is custom. The installer is also customizable. So you can have green, light green, white, even some orange color shades also. So there are 3-4 shades are possible. So that's it. So now what I will do is we will just switch it off. So you can now give the preset. So we will name this preset as Advaita because we have used the Advaita wallpaper to generate this theme. We will just save it. So the preset has been saved. Now we will close this. Let us go over and check other applications. So this was interesting application, gradients. So I tried it for the first time, but it is excellent. So I will install it on my Garuda desktop. So I am planning to shift from Debian to Garuda Linux for my day-to-day video recording, because Garuda comes with the Linux Zen kernel installed, and also Z standard is enabled by default. ZRAM is there by default. So I will get more peppy desktop, and also desktop with low latency because the Zen kernel is there. So I'm going to test that out because Debian 1 year I'm using. It's fantastic. There's no question. No question about Debian. Before that, I used Fedora. I have used Linux Mint. That Linux Mint is also fantastic. Fedora is also good, but not to the level. At least it is my perspective, not to the level of Linux Mint or Debian, but it's very good. Now let us go over to what is this layouts. The layouts I think we have already checked here. So this is the same what we have checked earlier. Now Lollipop. So Lollipop is a USB burner. Can burn ISOs using Lollipop. No, sorry. That is Popsicle. Sorry. So Lollipop is a media player, and Popsicle is the USB burner. Sorry. So you can use this Lollipop if you like. A simple media player. You can play your audio video files using this. You can see it here. And it also has an equalizer. Then what else is there? Yeah, so it's very simple. The interface is very simple, but it has got lot of options. You can see it here. Lot of options are there. So you can play your music. I think even video, this video application will also run. I have not used this Popsicle, but now I'm planning to do application reviews also, because lot of applications, good applications are there. Many of the users don't know. So to create those awareness and to enrich the user experience, I am trying to go for the application reviews also. So we will install different applications on my desktop, then I will try it out. I will do a video and then share my experience of using this newer applications that we have not used earlier. Okay, So now what next is there? So here you can see here the free office text maker is there, free office plan maker, free office presentations is there. So I will just open one by one all the three. Plan maker is there, then free office presentation is there. Now let us see how they open up. So the user interface is like this. So they all three have got similar user interface. Yes. Now you have to choose between the preferred design of the user interface. So this is the ribbon interface. You can see here classic menus also can be used if you are more used to the windows like menus and toolbars. You can go with this, and this is more ribbon menu is more in the recent Windows Office releases. So that is for following the ribbon type of layout. So we will go with the ribbon layout in all. So plan maker is open. Here I will use the ribbon only in presentations, and here also in the text maker also. Okay, so now you have to input all this data. I will not do it. So here you can see the text how it looks. Quite we can say uncluttered menu is there. Interface is quite uncluttered, and it will be easy for older people to use this text maker, because LibreOffice the menus are more complex and the older people get confused. So if you want to have a very high speed and if you don't want too many features, you can go with this text maker. I even will recommend only Office text editors or only Office editors. That is also very uncluttered and very clean interface is there. And OnlyOffice has got much better compatibility with Windows document. The formatting, the page styling is better saved in OnlyOffice as compared to LibreOffice. In LibreOffice, what happens is every time you will open the document, the fonts, the bullets, not fonts, but bullets and the paragraph that will just shift a little bit here and there, left, right, or up and down. Then you have to again format it and make it correct. So I think test maker also I will require to use and test out and use for some time, so I can know the capabilities, the pros and cons of using this free office. So free office you should also try it out. I think it is a very good software from the looks of it. I will give it a long term review. Right now I'm doing the only office review. I'm testing it since last 1 month and it is working to my satisfaction. In system tools, you can see here the video capture utility, video test utility, SSH server browser, VNC server browser, quantum manager, the printers. I think this is the cups printer. Then the Gnome desktop is there. Hardware locality ISTOPO, Qt file settings are there. Manjaro notifier settings, Qt main menu is there. Firewall configuration. I think it is using the graphical firewall. Let's see which firewall is there. The graphical, yes, it is the graphical universal firewall. So it's very simple. You have to just start it, and it from next time onwards will start automatically. And in some Linux distributions, you have to add it to the startup application menu. Otherwise, it won't start. Let us check out the desktop. So here you can see the memory usage is less 100 MB less than Debian, and around 200 to 300 MB less than Ubuntu, because it is more cleaner. Arch is more cleaner. Only the required applications are there. So if you install Arch, pure Arch, it will just run at 900 MB. And since this is a derivative of Arch Linux, is still using some 100 MBs more than Arch, but less 100 MBs less than Debian and around 200 300 MBs less than Ubuntu. So it is very frugal in memory usage. Only 94 tasks are running. Now I will close this. So they have provided the time shift also. Let us open the system monitor. System monitor is showing 1.4 GB, but desktop was showing only 1 GB. So this is 1.4 GB. So if you uh, consider this, then the memory usage is same as Ubuntu. Time shift is there. I have done a video on time shift. Do check it, how to use the time shift. I have given everything, how to set up the time shift. I will not waste my time here. It is a very good utility to do the system backups. Then the web apps is there. So this web apps is also found in what Linux distribution? Try to remember. It is there in Linux Mint, if you remember. So Linux Mint has this, and Manjaro also has got this web app. So you can create the web app. So any web page, you can create a web app from that web page. So you need not log in again and again with your username and password. It is you can directly open. Say suppose you got a Facebook profile, so you can make a web page out of the main page of your Facebook profile, and you have to just click on that link to the web app. So it will directly open your Facebook profile. Same you can do it for your Google, any other website. You can create a web page or web application out of that. Okay, so I think this was it. So now what is pending is, let us check out some wallpapers. Let us see what wallpapers they have got. I think there are few wallpapers. Let's see. So this looks very nice. I prefer this wallpaper. So these are all Gnome standard wallpapers. Nothing new about them. Let us check out what is been offered by Manjaro. So this is the Manjaro wallpaper. Looks very nice. Very can say sci-fi looking wallpaper. This is also very nice. It is very soothing for the eyes. This wallpaper is also very nice. You might like this one also. I like the center one. This is the best. I like this much very much. Okay, so these are only the wallpapers. Yes, this one was the default one. If we just switch over to the default, so this is the light theme, the light style that is applied. Now let us check out the about section. We'll maximize it. So Manjaro Linux ruling 64-bit, Gnome version is 43.5, Windows system is X11, virtualization is KVM, and the software updates, link to the software updates. If you click, so 551 available updates are there. So we will not go into the update now. Now one thing what we require is, let us check out the kernel. So the kernel is 6.1.30. So not, yes, it is latest as compared to Debian, but it might not be the, yes, it is not latest as compared to Endeavor or your Garuda Linux or even the Arch, pure Arch also. So it is way behind, but still version is 6.1, above 6.1. So it is quite recent, or we can say quite latest kernel. And it is not Zen, it is the standard kernel, preempt dynamic. So it is a standard kernel. So they are not gone for the Zen kernel or any other RT kernel as a default. But you can install RT kernel or the Zen kernel using the A or Paru AUR helper. So with this, I will stop the video here. We had a good time checking out the Gnome desktop of Manjaro 22.1.3 Sicaris release. See you then. Bye bye.